called one of the best of its kind, and it's practically in our backyard. We're talking about Cedar Point's newest ride. News Channel 5's Roosevelt Leftwich spent the day riding the rails. What a tough assignment. He joins us now from Sandusky. Rosie, in headlines, I noted that you and our photographer, Ken Bash, looked like you were getting that instant facelift effect.
Yes, it's like it kind of blows you back like this, Lee. Well, I tell you what, if you want a good scare this summer, or perhaps the chance to even lose your lunch, well, Cedar Point's newest roller coaster is almost guaranteed to do that. The Mantis, right back there, the big purple and yellow thing, is almost guaranteed to give you a good scare because you do the whole ride standing up and your knees are bouncing up and down like that. And I tell you what, you're almost guaranteed to get a little weak in the knees. The Mantis. Cedar Point's newest, tallest, fastest stand-up roller coaster. Takes a little more than 2 minutes to run. And that's time enough to reflect on your life and your fears. Fears of heights, fears of dying, and the fear that you're going to wet your pants on television. So when you're having an out-of-body experience like this one, you need to reflect and add some facts to this tale. The Mantis costs more than $12 million to run. And with its 145-foot first hill and multiple twists and turns, it's guaranteed to give you a good scare or at least a runny nose.
Oh, I don't know. All roller coasters make me teary-eyed. It's just the force is so great, I can't even keep my arms up on it.
The forces, I mean, you're just hit from all directions. You're continuously twisting. I just think it's wonderful. I was just blown to smithereens.
But if you don't believe me, look at the faces, the wobbly legs, the big bug eyes, and of course the folks who say they want to do it again and again.
I had to stand up, you know, and I'm short, so it was like kind of weird.
I kept my eyes closed the whole time.
Well, you have to go back so you can keep your eyes open.
No, I don't think so. One time's enough. It's that first hill really gets you, man. G-force is kind of pushing you back. It's pretty neat.
Surprises. You know, just think, okay, I'm secure now. Whoop! All of a sudden, out of nowhere.
It was so thrilling it made you cry, right?
Yeah, and I'm going to do it again.
Woo! Now, the Mantis is Cedar Point's 12th roller coaster, and as you just saw me make a fool of myself in front of millions of people in northeastern Ohio, I'll tell you what, it's a good ride. Cedar Point opens up this weekend to the public, so you might get a chance to ride this thing, and like I said, get a little weak in the knees, Lee.
Roosevelt, I noticed the audio dropped out at a couple points. I saw your lips moving, though. What were you saying at that point?
I'll tell you when I get back to the station there, Lee, but I tell you what, it's a great feeling, but I tell you what, it kind of pinches you a little bit in some spots.
I see. Well, we're glad that you have survived this ride healthy and dry. Thank you.
I'll be back at 6.
All right. Called the tallest, fastest, steepest stand-up coaster in the country. The Mantis roller coaster debuted at Cedar Point today, and it is guaranteed to give thrill seekers the ride of their lives. Our own Roosevelt Leftwich, right there, took a test ride today.
We'll take you on the ride of your lifetime. Look at it go. Some guys have all the luck. Some guys get all the best assignments. It's the tallest, it's the fastest, it's the steepest, it's bigger than that pole. It's the stand-up roller coaster of all roller coasters. And News Channel 5's Roosevelt Leftwich got to take one of the first rides at Cedar Point today. Rosie, you lucky dog.
Hey, it is bigger than that pole, Ted. But you know, I don't know why I volunteer for this stuff. But I tell you what, sometimes I guess deep down I need a big thrill. And if you want a good thrill, Cedar Point's 12th roller coaster will give you just that. The Mantis is about a mile of steel, wire, and plastic. And it's 1,000 miles of fun and a good scare. You know, the teeth-gritting kind. Even the biggest coaster enthusiasts experienced wobbly legs, teary eyes, and that feeling that you're going to lose your lunch. And that's what makes this whole experience so much fun.
It's when you're in a loop or a curve, I mean, it draws the blood to your feet. And when it does that, I mean, it's a sensation you don't get on many other rides.
I like the way it had a lot of twists and turns and loops and things.
You look like you're shaking. Did the ride do that to you?
Yeah, it's hard to stand up after you get out of it.
Let me get my legs!
Oh! Huh?
Did you find the bandit?
Oh, my. No, I can't find anything right now.
That ride is something else. Now, with this edition, Cedar Point has basically the most roller coasters in the country, perhaps even the universe. Who knows?
For this moment,
if you want to
anyway.
give it a shot, Ted, I tell you what, it opens up this weekend.
I'll
So
pass.
give it a shot.
Hey, Rosie, I've never known you to exaggerate a story in all the years that I've known you, but did you fake that scream?
No, Ted, it was quite genuine. I tell you what, give it a shot, Ted. I said you'll probably even be screaming louder than I will.
Why were you and Kenny Bash the only ones screaming?
Yeah.
Well, we're crazy, Ted. What can I say?
That was Lorna asking that question. Anyway, it looks like you had a real good time, and that's going to draw thousands more because, in fact, they do have more roller coasters than any place else in the cosmos, right?
Exactly. It's a good place to be. So come on out. It opens this weekend.
But don't eat lunch.